with my good friend Rabbi Glazerson, who has enormous amounts of patience to do what he does in creating these Torah codes, and I'm sure you've seen his website where he has hundreds of these literally up on YouTube. And he does them on every topic pretty much imaginable, and he's also featured in the Torah Code Into Darkness film, which came out about a year ago, and we're already trying to work on another one. I mean, that's something that we're trying to do.
Hope that we have the people to help for it.
Yeah. And so that just requires us to get the money together to do that, and that's what we're doing right now, to try to figure out how to do that the best way. But he did a table for me again today, which is very humbling, actually, because it mentions Torah code and my company name, Pinlight. Glazerson, why don't you explain
and
what this table means?
And also it is interesting that this table you can see in red Torah code, and what is interesting that you have Pinlight, definitely, with the smallest skip, which instead is very, very significant.
Well, what he means by that, the small skip, it's like we're talking about, again, like we do in the film, equidistant letter sequencing, which is skipping letters to find other words in the Torah. And in the word Pinlight, what was the skip?
It is four.
Four letters.
Only 4 letters.
So you wouldn't even need a computer if you knew where to look to find the name Pinlight.
Yeah, definitely. It's very... Now, what is interesting, that under Pinlight, you have a small skip of this year, 5776.
Yeah, that's the Hebrew calendar word for 2016.
So this clearly shows that Pinlight has a very important task, destiny on this year, to bring more and more to our cause. Now, really, you have here, you can see on the right, 5775, Tafshina Hey, which really we did the previous...
It's when the film came out.
Yeah, right. Now also what we have here on the same line of Pinlight, you have ephod and ephod, as we showed already in one of the watchers.
Yes.
That ephod are connected with codes.
And ephod's kind of interesting because it was a device that the high priest wore that lit up when you asked it questions.
Exactly.
So we're kind of postulating, could the Torah code be the modern ephod? We've mentioned that before, even in Watchers we mentioned that.
One of the Watchers, right.
But in this case, it is very interesting. Maybe the ephod was a device, had some kind of technology that we don't understand today.
We believe it was a divine thing. Now also what is important that we have like a sentence, the purpose of Pinlight, the purpose of Torah code, is to show to the world the deeds of God, because the Torah was a blueprint of creation, which means that everything which is in the Torah, it was planned, and really with our deeds and free choice. But when we behave in different ways, we have different tables. I mean, this is the idea of the codes, which were only the written Torah, not in the Bible, not in the...
No, this is amazing to me. It's very humbling and exciting to think that we'd have anything to do with showing the world the deeds of God. But I mean, if that's what we're supposed to do, it's a great thing. But you've also done a couple other really interesting tables, which blew my mind. This one here, because this is on all the news today about Hillary Clinton being sick, and so we thought we'd see if there was a table about that. And tell me what you found here.
So it's amazing that only once in the Torah it appeared that Hillary is sick. Also very interesting.
In a full sentence, Hillary is sick with the same skip.
Right, definitely the same skip, once in the Torah, Sick. Now what is the sickness of Hillary? Also indication, you have here within Bedaleket, it means she is sick, Chola, it means she is sick. Hillary is sick with infection. Which one? You have on the left side, reot, daleket reot.
So, lungs, which is with infection. Weren't you telling me that that's the word in Hebrew
daleket reot.
For pneumonia?
Yeah, in English is pneumonia. In Hebrew you say daleket, it is infection. Which kind of infection? Of the reot. And this is exactly what you have here. You have here bedaleket, because it's written chola, Hillary chola, with what?
Right.
With infection. Now which one? Minimal in the Torah, lungs, reot. And also we have the ear, you have 5776, which is this here.
Right.
And also, by the way, you have the woman, to tell you that she is a woman.
Yeah, and that's close to her sentence, sick Hillary. Really amazing. So what was the skip on Sikh Hillary? It's a pretty large skip, was it?
Yeah, because it's in the Torah, once in the Torah, and many letters. You can see on the left side, it's written there 113.85. It means from which letter is 113.85.
11,385 letters. Yeah.
So because it is,
but it's a complete sentence with both words in it, which
right, and it is also the best meeting with the leket and with ear also. Right?
Yeah. Now this other one is really, I don't know. I find this one really, really incredible because, I mean, it'll make a lot of people angry, but here it is. Anyway, you've got an enormous sentence in this.
Yeah. So you have to analyze to show clearly. Now the first thing I have to emphasize that the basis of this finding is by a site which is called Kilashem Amlucha. That's a kingdom is to God. Very interesting site. And there I found as you can see from the beginning, which is in Hebrew, Toavat Hashem.
The abomination under the Lord.
Of Arsot Habrit, of the United States, in one sentence. Unbelievable, yeah?
Yeah.
And they found, it's a continuation, is Ma yesh libam, like ma, what yesh, what there is in their heart.
Yeah, what is their heart?
Yeah.
They are defiled, and United States comes in across that word, they are defiled. And then the abomination the abominable unto the Lord. And all of this is in the same skip, in the same sentence, which is
very, very highly significant because
well, yeah, but when you show this to me, and then we realize that in the plain text down below,
exactly the same,
it says an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Exactly. So it's very important that in Torah course you should use the right words. Yeah, unfortunately, all those who are doing tables put words without.
Yeah.
You must be the proper sentence.
So this table was found in the book of Deuteronomy. Or in more than one book?
In few, because it's such a distance, so it must be in many.
Oh.
You see, you can see it really.
But the plain text.
From Genesis, it goes up to Deuteronomy.
But the plain text was found in Deuteronomy.
Yeah, right. The plain text. Now, also, very important to point out, Obama and Hillary. You can see, this is what I found. After seeing their table, I saw that Obama and Hillary, you can see Hillary in red and Obama in yellow, really like
they're like intertwined with each other.
Exactly.
Which is
definitely also very
that's pretty crazy.
And showing the connection definitely of their deeds, Also, by the way, on top you have very small skip, letter after letter, of this year, 776.
776.
Which itself, it is quite significant.
Well, I know this whole code table tees off of the bottom here where it says, cursed will be the taker of bribery. Now, is that plain text?
Yeah,
or is
that plain, no, it is plain text.
It's plain text.
Yeah, plain text, right. And also, by the way, we have to emphasize the left, You have the left, right?
The left,
because you know quite well that, that's the left, this is the side, the left wing, really, very much with this.
Now, is this also in Deuteronomy? Cursed will be the taker of bribery?
Yeah, also in Deuteronomy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One can see clearly where is the place. You see in Hebrew, you have, right.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them in Deuteronomy, right. But it starts from Genesis. It starts from Genesis, going all over up till finishing with Deuteronomy.
Yeah, so this table spans all 5 books, but the plain text that we're reading was from the book of Deuteronomy.
Right. No doubt.
No, that's pretty amazing.
So definitely this is...
Well, it's amazing when you see that in the code, the abomination unto the Lord, and then in the plain text it says the same thing.
Yeah, this which gives a lot of force to the finding.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Power,
and you're not forcing the table to do that. This is like, it just happens.
Exactly. This is what is very important about codes, because because all those who are doing codes, put words but no connection, not the right one. Take Hebrew words and bring them together, but they don't make sense, The most important in table code like this is to show the right wordings, right Hebrew words, And only this, which makes it significant, besides being minimal.
Well, that's your great value, I think, is that you're able to word these phrases as if they were written 3,000 years ago.
Exactly.
And then it makes sense, because that's the way the book was written. Anyway, I know that this is wild stuff, and thank you so much for flying all the way to Los Angeles yet again. You do so often.
Right. I feel it's very important, that I can see that people are very, very eager, want very much, very thirsty to know what is going on, to see, to have meanings to it. And really, if you find it in the locations of the Torah, as you saw here, clearly there is a message from God, what we should do. We should improve ourselves, really. And this is what will bring the Messiah,
And meanwhile, you can see the original film Torah Codes End to Darkness on Vimeo. Hope you check it out.